You love watching and talking about sports, so why not turn that passion into a career in sports broadcasting at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting?
Hi, I'm Matt Abaticola from Sports Radio 670, The Score, Chicago's #1 sports talk station. I'm a graduate of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, graduated in 2001, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today without the time that I spent at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
With a 10-month program and financial aid available, you'll learn to be on the air and behind the scenes.
The great aspect of it is that you're working on equipment that's being used in the marketplace today. It's not outdated material, it's not outdated equipment, they're not teaching you old techniques. You're learning actual techniques and working on equipment that are being used in marketplaces today all over the country.
For more information, go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports or text Chicago Sports to 33239 or call 630-916-1700. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where sports broadcasting careers begin.
Hey, what's up? It's Tingle, standing outside the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, aka ICB. Now, this place is basically the ultimate place to start your broadcasting career. You got television studios, production rooms, radio broadcast booth, everything you need to learn about a career in broadcasting. We're gonna go inside and check out this brand new 15,000 square foot facility. Should be nice. Come on, let's go. Alright, so right now we're inside the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, and I'm standing next to the guy who runs this baby. His name's Tim. Tim, what are you going to show me today?
Steve, what we're going to show you is we're going to show you some awesome things. We're going to show you all this new TV technology. We're going to show you radio stations and studios.
Are we going to go through all the production rooms?
We're going to go through all
works?
the production rooms.
Okay.
You're going to take a look at all the student-run radio stations that people listen to all over the internet. We're going to do just a plethora of, do you know what that word means, plethora?
I think it's various, a lot, kind of.
That's
close
correct.
enough, right? Okay.
A plethora of technology. And
Yeah.
we're going to let you play with all of it, too.
Fantastic, and that's what the good thing is about here. You get to touch everything. It's very interactive.
It's all hands-on.
Let's go take a walk.
Anyway, one of the cool things about the school is that we've been around for 26 years. Mm-hmm. Everything we do is...
So you guys are connected, too.
Oh, yeah,
You guys know everybody here.
Yep. We've been around for 26 years. We know everybody. Our programs are all hands-on, so you're going to learn both radio and TV, both on-air as well as behind the scenes. It's all skill sets, and all of our classes are taught by industry professionals.
And you guys have no books, too, am I right?
Right, no books, no
books, all
homework.
hands-on.
That's
amazing.
even though we're accredited like every 2- and 4-year college, the way we do things is really different. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do, including, we have radio stations.
Is this a radio show right now?
Yep, it's a radio show right now.
Can I go crash it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go crash this radio show. Beautiful, man. All right, well, you guys keep rocking it, man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
That's awesome. This guy's got a future. This guy's got a future. This guy loves that bag. All right, so one of the great things about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is that they have a plethora of audio production rooms. And right now we're standing out front of one. Tim, talk to us about these babies.
Yeah, we've got, Steve, 16 audio suites where you can go in and you can basically work on editing all kinds of audio.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
I'm Steve.
Dan.
Just tell me what's going on over here. What are you doing?
Just working on a little production we've got going on here. A little cool edit training. Do you want to jump in and do a
Can
little
we do a
something?
commercial?
Absolutely.
What's great about this stuff is that if you know how to use this, you'll know how to use stuff at a radio station like Q101.
Absolutely.
So, all right, brother.
All
Thanks
right.
a lot, man.
No
Appreciate
problem. Anytime.
See ya.
All right.
Let's go. All right, there's a show going on in here right now. One of the cool things, Illinois Center for Broadcasting, multi-formats for all the radio stations, right?
Yeah, we've got tons of different radio stations that you can have your own show in.
So any student here can have their own specialty show.
Yeah, within 2 weeks of being here as a student.
Let's go crash this rock station right now. Hey! Hello!
How we doing?
All right.
We're 104.9 The Edge. We're doing Monday Mad Hatters coming here on Wicked Wednesday. We have our special guest, Steve Tingle from Q101.
All right, so right now we're in one of the video editing bays here at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. One of many, right?
One of many. We have 14 video computer systems that students edit video on. We've got 4 separate rooms. We use both Macs and PCs. We teach 3 different types of software. Final Cut Pro, which is what most production houses use.
Okay.
But we also teach Adobe Premiere and Avid too, which some places use as well. So we teach different systems because, as you know, there's no standard in audio and video. So
No standard.
No standard.
All right, Tim, definitely had fun playing around in the TV room and all the equipment. This is really neat. Internships at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Very accessible, right?
Yeah, that's actually part of the program too. You have to do an internship here, and because we've been around for 26 years, we know everybody. We've got great relationships with everybody from Q101.
They know me.
To all the different stations and studios in Chicagoland, in the city and in the suburbs. Students have to accrue a total of 300 internship hours while they're here. Half of those hours counts for any time that you're doing anything outside of class, but then you also have an official internship with some station or studio. The more you're in the industry, the more you put yourself in that environment, the more opportunities that are there for you.
All right, Tim, so when I went to college, when I graduated, I got my piece of paper that said, congratulations, you got your bachelor's degree.
Me too,
Here,
me
you
too.
get a job.
Yeah. Basically what happens is you work with our placement director. They'll do a professional demo and your resume, and we'll help you with all that. We'll critique it. We'll make sure your demo is the best that it can be. We have you work on your demo, and then you work with our full-time placement director. What he does is he asks you a bunch of questions. He'll say, what do you want to do? What are you willing to do? And where are you willing to go? Last year alone, we placed 85% of all of our grads. And here are some of what we call our Wall of Fame. We have hundreds and hundreds of pictures of our grads working at their first job. And there's just a million different things you can do in this industry, not just in traditional radio and TV, but anything that has to do with audio and video.
All right, so we hope you enjoyed your tour of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Tim, thank you very much. Any final words?
Steve, it was a pleasure hosting you and your antics.
Thank you, brother.
If you're interested in attending the Illinois Center for Broadcasting and interested in a career in radio and television, go to beonair.com. That's beonair.com.
Illinois Center for Broadcasting, hands-on training.
Where broadcasting careers begin.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Hi, Lori Cease here from SportsTownChicago.com and the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Welcome to the first ever Illinois High School Girls All-Star Volleyball game.
Going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em stay there. Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't make it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda-yak. And I'm on this foolish track.
Lori Cease here from SportsTownChicago.com and the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. I'm here with Regional Director of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, Patrick Johnson. Patrick, thank you for being with us today.
It's exciting to be here, Lori.
It is exciting to be here. Now, what does an event like this, the Illinois High School Girls' first All-Star Volleyball game, what does an event like this mean to you and the Illinois Center for Broadcasting?
Well, it means a wide variety of things, Lori. First, it gives our sports station, Sportstown Chicago, a chance to cover high school girls volleyball, which we've been doing all season, and there's not a lot of coverage for that. And to be covering the All-Star game where it's the best of high school girls players. So we're excited to be a part of that and showcasing their talents. We're also excited to be at Moraine Valley and allowing our students and our graduates a chance to continue getting experience covering the game, videotaping it. We're streaming it live on our radio station. We're streaming it live on Ustream so it can be seen on video. And we've got people all around the United States from different colleges and communities that are watching the event. So that's exciting for us. And the most important part is that all the proceeds for the game tonight go to the Silver Lining Foundation, which raises awareness and money for breast cancer research. And I can't think of a better cause for our school and our station to be involved in. So tonight is just a real exciting night. It's the first time this has ever type of event's been held. I've got to give so much credit to Pete Ferrari, our program director. He came up with the idea along with Matt Malik. Pete worked really hard to put the game together and work with all the different high schools, and I'm really proud of what him and the sports crew have accomplished, as well as all the students and the crew that are here tonight running the game and being a part of it. It's just a great opportunity to be involved with the community and again support the Silver Lining Foundation.
And Patrick, if anyone has any questions or would like to get a career in broadcasting and find more information, where can someone go to find more information on the Illinois Center for Broadcasting?
Well, they can go to our website, which is beonair.com. It's just like it sounds, beonair.com. And by going there, they can take a look at our Lombard campus, which is in the Chicago west suburbs, and our new Chicago campus in downtown Chicago. And they can go through the website and learn more about the school. They can also call the school at 630-916-1700. And we have admissions representatives that will be there to answer questions. We set up tours on a daily basis.
Excellent. Thank you, Patrick. And if you're interested in a career for broadcasting, you heard it first here. Go to beonair.com or call the Illinois Center for Broadcasting at 630-916-1700.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting has provided me with interns in the course of my life as a broadcast professional. Unlike many universities, students from the Illinois Center for Broadcasting walk into television and radio stations with hands-on experience. They already know how to operate a camera, edit sound bites, and report the news. It's why many are offered jobs as soon as they've completed their internship. In this present economy, it's all about job placement. It's the reason why political leaders are strong supporters of this vocational school.
You think of vocational schools and what they bring and the importance of vocational schools and vocational education, especially something like the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where individuals get first-hand experience, where they get hands-on, where they get the opportunity to learn exactly what it is that they would be doing once they get out into the world of work. And so there's no better teacher than the actuality of doing.
I'm State Senator Kirk Dillard from the western suburbs of Chicago. These are tough economic times for all professions, but there is one way to find good, wholesome employment in a difficult economy if you're interested in broadcasting and communications. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting has an excellent track record for the placement of their graduates. I see them all the time at the various radio stations, television stations, and places that I visit. And in these difficult times when you're looking for a job, you want to have a good education, and the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is a great place to start.
So, you know, one of the big things about the economy is jobs, and what do you do if you lose your job or you don't like your job? It's a tough economy. And we talked last week about people who reinvent themselves. Well, our first guest this morning is a person who's doing something that a lot of Americans are doing, or many that wish they would have the guts to do. She is reinventing ourselves. I want to introduce Jamie McLaughlin. She is just finishing up her last week as an intern with Monsters and Money program. Now, Jamie's not your average college student.
Good timing, Jamie.
Very good.
Finishing up the
Thank you. And graduating this Friday from the Illinois
Center for Broadcasting.
Yes. So you had a career before. Explain this transition.
Well, it was actually just me taking a chance on myself. I knew that I kind of wanted to do something where I truly enjoyed going to work every morning. And not to say that I'd enjoy being a buyer at a major food company, because it was a great experience. I got to travel a lot, meet a lot of very interesting people, and learn how to cultivate mushrooms. That was the best thing about it.
Okay, all right.
Yes, but I just said, okay, what is your passion?
What kind of mushrooms?
That's for another segment.
Did you get those mushrooms before you decided to become an unpaid intern?
That's how I got this gig here.
But you
I
get
did.
here every single morning
Yes.
with all of us at 2:45 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You're a single mom. You've got a daughter. Well, maybe we'll get a shot of her later. Star's 9 years old.
Yes.
So you decided you'd go back to school. You'd get this internship that has you working like the world's longest day.
Yes.
Explain how that can be worth it.
It was actually just a lot of prayer and a lot of dedication. I'm constantly telling my daughter there's only 3 F's that I will allow her to deal with. She can have faith, favor, and focus. Those are the only F's that she's ever allowed to get in school. And that's kind of what I applied to myself when I decided to make this career change. I started out at the University of Michigan, and then I said, okay, I went to school for psychology and communications, and I'm not going to get my master's degree, so what am I going to do? And then with the craziness in the economy, I said, you know what, I'm going to follow my dream, and I'm going to take a chance on myself. And it's worked out wonderfully, because now I'm sitting here with you guys.
Now, my question to you is, and people will take a great deal away from your story, but were the resources there, were the avenues there for you to be able to do this? I mean, we talk a lot about that. It's very easy to say, okay, you lose your job or you want to change your life, go out and do it. And then we go on to the next story. But there are enough resources and ways for you to be able to find a way to do it.
There truly is. And again, it's all about the dedication and what you want to get out of it. So I put in the time, I put in the effort to do a lot of research, went online and finding out what scholarships I qualified for, what grants I could definitely get. And then it just seems like everything else just lined up and fell into place.
But now you quit a job, the golden handcuffs, and you have a daughter to worry about. So did you then have no income and then you have student debt to pay off from school?
Well, actually what happened was my company was downsizing. So it was kind of like the last one hired, first one fired type deal. And so when that happened, I kept saying, okay, I've got enough money in savings because I was smart like that to take care of myself and my daughter. So I've actually been unemployed for almost a year, and everything's been taken care of.
Okay, now what's next? Star, come on out here by your mother. Star's 9 years old. You should be very impressed with your mother graduating. Are you proud of your mom? You are?
Yes.
Okay. So what's next,
What if
Jamie?
she said no?
Then you would see her getting a job. Next for me, I'm definitely going to be in sports broadcasting. It's been my passion. I've been following sports since I was a little girl. My grandmother was a huge, huge Cubs fan, and so she constantly drilled that into me. And so it's just something that I said, now's the time.
We're going to give you a chance in sports broadcasting now.
Okay.
What on earth could you say, for instance, about either the Sox
Well,
or the
about the
Cubs?
Sox last night, it's perfect.
Yeah, last night.
Tommy hits a walk-off. They're 4 games back. Can they come back from this or not?
Well, of course. I mean, when I played sports, it was all about who wants it the most. And that's one of the things that my coach constantly drilled in us. It's who wants it the most. You can definitely have the most talent on your team. You could have the highest paid players. It doesn't matter. It's about the passion. It's about your drive. And it's about who wants it the most. We weren't always the best team that stepped out on the floor, but we put that dedication in there. We knew that it was possible, and we came away with the win.
Does that translate? I guess my question for you would be, does that translate to the pros?
Oh, definitely. They still have the passion. They still have the drive. Yeah, they've got a couple more zeros behind their dollar figures, but it's all about who wants it the most. If you want it more than that next person, you're going to get it.
Now we're talking.
Jamie McLaughlin.
Hire this woman right now.
And Star, do what you love and the money will follow. Is it true?
Exactly, absolutely.
Yeah, that is true.
Jamie,
The 3
congratulations
Fs, I
on
love
your
that.
graduation, and thank you for being the greatest intern with that bright smile always early in the morning. We appreciated having you.
It's the mushrooms.
I have loved working with you guys. Thank you so much.
That's great.
All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Hex.
you should be proud of your mom. All right.
I'm a voiceover talent.
I'm a sportscaster.
I went to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
I went to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
I think my favorite part of going to ICB was the opportunity. I didn't have to pick one, either radio or television. I could do multiple things and actually weed out what I was good at and what I wasn't good at.
What did I like the most about going to ICB? The hands-on experience within the first week of class. The fact that you get in right away into the audio editing rooms, into the video editing rooms, and getting your hands on the equipment and learning it that way. That's the best way to learn the equipment, and you pick it up so much easier.
I would say to others that are considering a career in broadcasting that they should go for it. I think that if you have a great personality, if you think that people want to hear from you and they want to talk to you, that you are perfect for broadcasting.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting helped me in my current career by a professional atmosphere the minute you walk in the door. They give you that type of atmosphere right away, so when you walk in, whether it's in your internship or when you do get hired, there's an expectation that you hold for yourself and that the company holds for you, and you know that from day one.
The best thing to me about working in broadcasting is everything that I get to do. I work in promotions, so I get to go out to events and meet multiple people, and just what I am allowed to do now in my job. Not many careers allow you to go out in the field like broadcasting does, and I think that's the best part of my job.
If you're considering a career in broadcasting, definitely the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is the place to be. They give you the best hands-on experience and the best professional preparation in the industry.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Pete with SportsTownChicago.com welcoming you to the Berto Center for Bulls Media Day. We're going to talk to some players, we're going to talk to some coaches, and give you all the insight that only SportsTownChicago.com can bring you, courtesy of the BeOnAir.com network. Let's go inside and check it out. What would you say you're bringing from Coach Sloan, former Bull himself, Utah mindset over here with Mr. Brewer and Kyle Corver at that?
Just, a toughness, a sense of being able to win in tough situations. We've been through our playoff series together out there in Utah. Leadership, toughness, being able to score inside, rebound inside, be physical, give a couple elbows, take a couple elbows, and be that presence inside you that's dependable and you can count on.
Well, Carlos, welcome to Chicago. We'll shoot free throws again sometime.
Absolutely.
Former Dookie and myself, Carlos Booz here, Sportstown Chicago. Right now, the Bulls are one of the power teams in the Eastern Conference. The past few years, you've been fighting to get into that 8th playoff spot. Right now, if you don't take the East, it might seem a disappointment. What's it going to be like to stay atop the Eastern Conference?
I mean, it's definitely going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take, our chemistry being together, but it's going to be a lot of focus. But we're excited, we're excited that everyone sees that. But like I said, till we step on the court and play together, I think then we could really show everyone what we can do and what we can't do. As of right now, just like all the other teams, everything sounds great before the season.
You're here in Chicago now. You were brought here for a reason. You were brought here to be that shooting assassin, but now Coach is bringing in a very defensive-minded approach. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's good. You're not going to win unless you get stops. I think we have a lot of pieces here that fit really well together. One of the pieces that they were missing the last couple of years was shooting, and I'm going to be trying to fulfill that need. And I think Coach has a great system. I'm looking forward to learning the system and forcing the ball the right way. And I've never claimed to be the fastest guy out there, but if you give me a system, a defensive system to work and to use your head and to play smart, that's right up my alley.
Look at my life. I graduated OCB in 2003 as an intern with the Cleveland Indians, and I worked my way up through sports broadcasting and made it to the Torino Olympics in 2006. Currently, I am working as an operations coordinator at the Big Ten Network, and I owe it to OCB and my education there and all my hard work throughout the years to achieve the goals and the place where I wanted to be in broadcasting.
Wow, some of the benefits, I think one of the biggest benefits for me was that it made interning a priority. That was really a benefit because actually it was my internship that turned into an opportunity for a position, and the hands-on, that was a big benefit because, even though we did some theory, we were in the classrooms, but a lot of our learning was hands-on. We were in the studios, and, it wasn't just theory that I was learning. I didn't just go out and say, I've learned this, but I had actually done a lot of things that I had needed to do in my position. So that was a big benefit for me.
My daddy used to tell us that you learn to do by doing. And so when you come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, you learn to do by doing. Hands-on, there's nothing better.